So, I just want to talk real quick about the making of my Tinkerbell costume. This is a pretty short story. Basically, after I did my rose quartz costume, I thought, what if I did another one? And I was looking through and seeing kind of which characters aren't done typically or don't get dressed up as a lot, going to Comic-Con and things like that. And Tinkerbell was one that I didn't see a whole lot of, or like if I saw it, it wasn't played with. It wasn't as stylized, and I hadn't seen an Art Nouveau version online. So I thought, how fun would that be? And so I came up with this pretty elaborate costume for her based on a bunch of different Pinterest boards I had of using a lot of different things with flowers and creating these layered skirts and embellishing along the top. I also styled the wig and did kind of a cool thing with the bun. That's actually tulle is what makes the base of that bun. It's kind of a round thing of tulle, almost like if you made a sock bun, but it's yellow tulle. And then I just took the wig hair and kind of laid it over the bun and kind of covered it. So that's not all hair. So it's not super heavy, and it looks good, and the rest of the wig can stay pretty intact. Yeah, and it was after doing this Tinkerbell costume that I decided I wanted to do sort of the 12 cycle, or 12, like a calendar cycle of these Art Nouveau characters. And that's when I sat down and started looking at the other ones. Right after I did Tinkerbell, I started work on the other 10? Yeah, the other 10. And went to Goodwill and bought all this stuff and then kind of stopped. So it was doing this after 30 Days of Song, jumping into this project. I was like, okay, I'm going to finish them and we'll do photos of them and we'll do little music videos. So that's been kind of how that happened. So Tinkerbell is a pretty simple story, and how she was made. I had made the choice because she's kind of yellow and green to do succulents, because I really love succulents thematically. There's a lot of yellow flowers. She's pretty simple. She's also really mean. In case anyone didn't realize this, Tinkerbell is really mean. So that was kind of an interesting character thing that happened. Definitely went to Comic-Con. I was nice. I actually had little like glitter in a little bowl, and little girls would come up to me and they'd be like, Tinkerbell! And it was so freaking cute. And so I would grab some glitter and I would sprinkle it over their heads. The first little girl I definitely blew in her face, and I still feel guilty about that to this day. That I blew glitter in like a 4-year-old's face. But it was really, really fun, and I really enjoyed doing her. And, oh, the wings! I didn't talk about the wings. Oh, no. So the wings I actually made from scratch. They are done with, I'm going to change my angle here. They were done with the wire that you make, like, fencing out of, like a chain link fence. It was done with the wire for chain link fence, and I just manhandled it into the shape I wanted, and I decided I wanted the U back so I didn't have like the armbands, because they're pretty heavy. So the U actually goes inside the corset that I wear. And I hand wrapped that U with this like felt yarn so that it wouldn't like rip the fabric. And then I took thinner wire to make the detail within the center part of the wing based on photos that I found of Tinkerbell. And then I shopped around at several Joann's to find this iridescent fabric that was kind of, I don't know, almost mesh-like. It stretches really nicely. And so I was able to go around and hot glue this fabric to the edges of the wire and like wrap it around so that you can see the detail, but you also have this iridescent fabric over it, and it's remarkably held up incredibly well. I've worn it. I wore it to Comic-Con. I wore it all day at Comic-Con, and that was the busiest day. So I walked around with basically a 5-foot wingspan for the better, for 12, 13 hours. Which is pretty insane, especially through the crowds. Walking around the floor was really hard, but it looked really good. And then I've also loaned them out for an Evil Tooth Fairy costume, which was really cool. And then we did pictures with them, and they held up. They held up really, really well. I'm surprised. Even in the wind, like the fabric was flexible enough and airy enough that like they didn't catch the wind and like rip or anything like that, which was really cool. So that is my Tinkerbell. She's pretty darn cool, and I'm really proud of it. So, hope you enjoy the video when it comes out this weekend.